Miss Pine Tan Galing. Galing Don. Okay. Mike? Mike, please. Everyone, tahimik lang po muna saglit.
Hello.
Hello po, magandang gabi po.
Hi, candidate number 1.
Irene po.
Ang question ko sa iyo is Tagalog na lang. Payag ka ba na magkaroon tayo ng presidente ng bakla? At bakit?
Sa akin paniniwala po, hindi mo masama magkaroon tayo ng presidente bakla kasi nga, ang bakla, lalaki pa rin yun eh. Di ba? Kahit nakaluklok sa gobyerno natin, kung talagang mapagmahal siya sa ating bayan, mapagbigay siya, maparaya siya, inuuna lang talaga yung para sa atin, lalo na sa mga mahihirap, na walang trabaho, yung mga taong hindi nakapag-aral, pwede naman siya maging presidente kung meron talaga siyang kakayahan. Tinaman na natin yung isang tao bago natin iboto, yung kakayahan niya, yung status niya, yung kalagayan niya sa buhay, kung ano ba talaga yung degree ang kanyang tinapusan para maging presidente siya ng Pilipinas. Lahat naman tayo binigyan tayo ng Diyos ang kalayaan para gumawa tayo ng isang bagay na ikagaganda ng ating lipunan. Kasi kami bahagi kami ng lipunan ng bayan ng ating sinasakupan upang ipakita namin yung tunay naming kalagayan. Basta maging mabuti lang tayo, gawin natin yung tama, yung karapat-dapat na para sa lahat ng tao, sa lahat ng humanity sa ating lipunan upang itaguyod natin ang isang magandang buhay tungo sa magandang kinabukasan para sa mga kabataan. Sapagkat sabi nga nila, ang kabataan na po ang pag-asa ng ating bayan Bakit hindi mo natin pagbibigyan ang isang bakla, pero ang turing din natin yun, siyempre lalaki pa rin yun, naging bakla siya diba? Kung mabuti naman ang looban niya, mabuti ang kaisipan niya, bakit hindi natin niya iluglok, diba? Yung importante doon, gawin niya yung tama, yung karapat dapat niya gawin bilang isang leader ng isang bansa. Kasi sa panahon natin ngayon, napakaraming leader ngayon, hindi natin maintindihan. Marami silang tinatago sa lipunan natin na hindi natin maunawaan. Ano ba yung tinatago na, ano ba yung mga sikretong agreement nila para itago nila sa atin. Dapat yan, inahayag nila sa mga taong bayan na nagpaupo sa kanila. Kasi napakarami, hindi ko po nila lahat ng politiko Kaya sa mga politiko talaga, mga korupsyon talaga. Kaya patuloy ang kahirapan natin sa gitna ng katahimikan. Yun lang po ay thank you.
Okay, you pick Miss Alondra Aldana.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening po, ma'am.
Kamusta ka naman?
Okay naman po ako, ma'am.
Mic lang. Sige, this is your question. What advice would you give to someone struggling with coming out?
Repeat your question.
What advice would you give to someone struggling with coming out?
Okay. Are they gay? Okay. Magilang kong manonood. Isa lamang po ang advice po ibigay ko sa isang bata na gusto niya po mag-come out po ng tunay niyang kasarian. Anak, ibigay mo ang iyong totoong kasarian. Huwag mo itago. Dahil naniniwala ko, walang masama sa pagiging bakla. Kailanman basta ikaw may talento, talino, at kakayahan upang ipaglaban kung anong meron ka at anong kakayahan mo. Yun lamang po at maraming salamat. Punto. Bullseye. Okay, you pick Mr. Jamir Nava.
Hello, candidate number 2.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening po.
My question would be, what do you think a member of the LGBT can easily solve? Explain your answer and why.
Pardon please.
What do you think a member of the LGBT as member of the LGBT, can easily solve and why?
Wow. Hindi wow. Just kidding. Okay. The question goes like this, ladies and gentlemen. Being an LGBT member, how can I solve the problem of being an LGBT member? Am I right? Sorry.
Sorry, can you number?
Sorry.
I'll repeat the question
Yes.
again. As a member of the LGBT community, what do you think is the thing that you can easily solve?
Okay. First and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, I am a God-fearing person. So I think the first thing I will do is to pray, of course, because I believe that God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Because with Him, I will be strong by means of my faith. When I'm losing hope, guidance for the answers, for the gift, we good life. And second, ladies and gentlemen, I believe being a LGBT member, of course, being a gay in this society is not a diminish our humanity, because our purpose in living is love and to be loved, respect and to be respected, to contribute and to be prosperous. Thank you so much.
Here's a question. Tell us about your biggest disappointment and how did you come back from it? I repeat the question. Tell us about your biggest disappointment and how did you come back from that?
Thank you so much for the very wonderful question, that very personal question that is bounded on my shoulder. The question that was given to me is, tell me about my biggest disappointment and how rise above about it. I believe one of my biggest disappointment in life as an achiever is hindi ako graduate as valedictorian during college. And through that, I felt disappointed in myself because I want to prove to everyone that even though that I am a transgender, I can graduate with flying colors. So definitely, I myself, I have this personal issue of failure. But as the time goes by, habang pinapakinggan ko yung speech ng valedictorian during my time, is that I realized that I have my own timing. We have our own timeline in life. Kung hindi man sa'yo ang araw na ito, mali mo, bukas, ikaw naman yung tanghalin at yung mga stars ay mag-align sa inyo. Why I am telling this to everyone, why I am narrating this as one of my biggest disappointment in life, simply because I believe that failure will not define you as a person. Because failure will serve as your learning curve to become a better person, to become the best who you are, and to be the best version of yourself. We should not always take into consideration that kapag natalo ka, nadapa ka, is talo ka na. Because at the end of the day, accepting failure will never be defined as defeat. It will always be our stepping stone to become the best version for us, to prove ourselves. That's why I am here standing in front of you. I may not graduated as valedictorian during our batch, but I am now a successful journalist who is one of the finalists of the 2024 LaSalle Escolario Media Awards for outstanding media coverage for education and youth. And through that, I am using my voice in order for me to uplift the transgender community, to reach the pedestal of life, in order for me that disappointment will turn into an achievement. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been my very simple and profound answer to the given question. And if this is again to everyone, then so be it. But I will never ever beg my understanding of what is true, correct, and understandable. Thank you.
Wow. Audience who are still watching tonight or this morning. Is it already morning? Hi, good morning to each and everyone. Good morning, everyone. I pick George. I pick Sir Jackson Lee. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Kamusta Barangay 33? Okay pa kaya? Thank you. Magandang umaga sa'yo. Number 5.
Magandang umaga po.
Itong question ko sa'yo. If ignorance is a bliss, why do we seek knowledge?
Come again, sir. And can you enlighten me more about what is bliss? Because, to be honest, I don't understand what is bliss.
Kakayahan. Okay, kakayahan. So, if ignorance is a bliss, why do we seek knowledge?
Thank you so much for that wonderful question. I believe that everything that was created by God has a different purpose, has their own individual differences. That is why we are created by God. I believe that every one of us has a purpose. That is why we are living. And I am living for a purpose. That is why I'm standing in front of you. And your question is, if ignorance is a bliss, then why are we seeking for knowledge? Simple. I will straightforwardly answering your question. Because it is nature for us as a human being to be curious enough about things that we are seeing in our everyday life. We keep on seeking for knowledge because there are some things that we don't know in life. And yes, maybe ignorance is a bliss for us. But I believe that education is one of the biggest foundation of our very own strong nation. So if we're capable enough of getting knowledge, wisdom, then I believe so that every one of us can learn and know what is wrong and what is right. Gagawa ka ng tama sa iyong kapwa dahil alam mo ang tama at mali. I believe that every one of us knows what is ethically right and morally wrong. Sometimes our decisions in life are ethically right but morally wrong. And that is why we are seeking for knowledge in order for us to understand what is right and what is wrong. Thank you and good evening.
Now pick your judge. You pick Mr. RTDP. Hi, candidate number 6.
Hello po.
Here's your question. In a world where body image is a significant concern, how can we promote self-acceptance and self-confidence in individuals of all shapes and sizes? Again, in a world where body image is a significant concern, how can we promote self-acceptance and self-confidence in individuals of all shapes and sizes?
What a timely question, ladies and gentlemen. Let's face the reality that in every world that we have right now, there are differences inside our society. Every people living in this world has its own differences regarding of your physical size, your social status, or your ethnicity. But what's most important is your purpose in life. I believe, ladies and gentlemen, that in reality, I, myself, face these challenges, this kind of body shaming. But then again, I prove to the people who is watching me right now that it's not only a physical attributes of a person. Rather, what's most important is inside your heart. What you can share and what you can show to the people who is surrounded by you. People would see you not just a physical attribute or not just a physical thing that you can pinpoint at any given time. Rather, everything is a moral sense
knowing what is right and what is wrong. Therefore, I myself, standing in front of this stage, being proud of my body, being proud of who I am, even though that I am big, even though that I have a lot of fats. And how could I promote self-confidence? Always come to think of this, just face a mirror, because every one of us is beautiful inside and out. Always remember this, ladies and gentlemen, that what is most important is kindness. Show kindness to everyone. Therefore, if you show kindness to everyone, everything will be eradicated. And always remember that there is no such thing as a small act of kindness, because in every act, it creates a ripple with no logical end. Kindness is the currency of humanity, and if ever the world will end tomorrow, humanity will never ever die. Thank you very much.